Welcome to Rebel Squadron. The Empire is spreading terror across the galaxy, and we need your help to break its iron grip.
Combat Recon activated.
Alright, recruit, welcome to the Hoth Rebel Assault. So as you can see, we're in phase 3 of 6. I thought this would be a good place to do a tutorial. We're going to go ahead up here to the top territory and start with the fleet battles. And so one thing you want to know is that your goal is to get as many territory points as possible, while boosting your guild's defenses and offenses and whatnot. So one good thing to do is to start off with these missions, because they will give your guild offensive and defensive abilities throughout later phases of the territory war. Now, as you can see, my guild has already come in and filled in a lot of these slots. So let's see if we can fill in a couple more and get some reinforcements going for the next round. So we just need the one there, that first one, which brings us up to level 1 Rebel Strafing Run. It's a very useful ability. It really helps to decimate the enemy squads, and it's very useful to have. So let's go ahead and take a look at that third one, and we're in luck. We can go ahead and fill in those 2 spots. And that brings us up to 3 of 6. Yeah, so we're looking good on this one. Now, since this is the rebel side of the event, let's go ahead and use up some dark side ships. Now, keep in mind, this is the first fleet battle in the event, is in phase 3, so it shouldn't be too difficult for you to get through the fleet battle there. So you know what, don't be afraid to use your ships here, as long as you've got a solid number of ships and whatnot, you should be able to get through it pretty easily. Now this one's 3 out of 5, this one's 5 out of 5, and it looks like it's about even. So let's go ahead and throw it in down here. Oh, we've already met the requirements. Let's go ahead and throw down Ebb and Hawk, because that one people are less likely to have in their roster. So if you do have a unique ship or character, it's not a bad idea to at least consider using it in these missions here, because if your guildies don't have that ship or character at that rank, it's going to be impossible to fill in these squads without it. So it's just something to think in mind, because this is very much a team event. You're not going to be able to do this on your own, not one bit. So all right, we did our part with that mission there, the rear airspace, and let's get to the combat mission. So let's go ahead and bring in Admiral Akbar. Let's see. Alright, let's take a look. Let's see what we got left here on the Rebels. Not much of anything, so we'll go ahead and fill this out with what we got left. Like I said, this shouldn't be too difficult, so you shouldn't have to worry too much about being all that picky. And it really should be an easy fight. But yeah, as you can see, not a whole lot of health or protection on these on these guys. Really shouldn't take more than a hot minute to finish them off. There we go. In comes Han Solo with the Millennium Falcon and clears out the entire fleet. Alright. So now once you build those squadrons in with the mission and finish off that combat mission, that's when you're going to want to go into deploy the rest of your ships. So that way it helps to maximize the number of territory points that you're going to bring in for not only yourself but your entire guild, and it'll help unlock as many of those stars as possible. Now this is where it gets a bit trickier because you now have two different ground squads to consider. And as you can see, we've already unlocked the first star on each one. So this bottom territory has a threshold of 22.4 million. And this top one has a threshold of 27.6 million. Which means that we're going to want to target the bottom one first, that power generator. Because that's going to be the easier one to unlock that second star. So these are, little details that you want to consider as an individual and as a team. Because the more stars your guild can get, the more loot you're going to get on that drop. And so we got two battles in the middle zone. And now this one's got the Rebel Officer Leia Organa shards as a drop. Which, to the best of my knowledge, this is pretty much the only way you can get her. So this is definitely something that your guild is going to want to, really focus on in order to unlock her, if you really want to get her. My suggestion is to come in first with your best squads before you do anything else. Because you want to make sure that you've got the firepower to complete all of the waves on this special mission. So, alright, let's bring in CLS Han Solo Chewbacca. And let's go and bring in Hermit Yoda for the heals. Alright, let's go and stun or just straight up take out one of those ops. And so far so good. Yeah, this first wave shouldn't be too difficult. Second wave will definitely be a bit more tough, but really shouldn't be a problem. And that third wave is the one that's going to be the real test here. I like to go after the Snowtrooper Commander first. Otherwise he gets that never-ending protection up, which just drags the fight out forever. Let's hold on to that big heal for now. Seeing as how these guys are not doing much of anything yet. And then the Snowtrooper Ops are my second favorite targets, because they can clear debuffs, including stealth and whatnot. And that can be pretty frustrating at times. Alright, final encounter. Alright, first target, Stormtrooper Commander rather. Make sure you can't get those heals off. And then now with the characters at this level, I'm going to go ahead and go after General Veers. However, you might want to go after, say, the ATST driver first if you don't have as powerful a squad. And because that Veers is the boss, he's going to be much more difficult to take down depending on your squad levels. So sometimes it helps to save that big guy for last when you can really just focus everything you have on him. Now in this case, this squad is powerful enough, it's just not even a thing. And there we go. So now we have won ourselves a Rebel Officer Leia shard for the guild, and hopefully, more of the guildies can get in there and complete that battle. The more that do, the more shards we get. And now we can focus on the rest of this event. So the next thing I like to do is take a look at the remaining fights to see if there's anything that Sometimes you got these missions that require specific squads, such as like Phoenix Squad. You definitely want to check that out first to make sure that you're not going to end up deploying or using up a specific squad that you're going to need. And then you're going to be out of luck for that one particular fight. So it looks like it should be fine all around. Let's go ahead and take a look at these real quick. Alright, so we got 2 of them here. Yeah, awesome. That's what I like to see. So we're able to finish off 2 of those squads right there. Brings us up to level 1 Rebel supply lines. And that's definitely something. Well, you know, we should be fine on this one. So now we're up. Now we got 3 of those squads fulfilled. And you know what? Let's go ahead and finish that one off. So, boom. There we go. That's level 2 on the Rebel supply lines. It'll reinforce those forward trenches and the outer posts with a powerful ability. Which in this case is going to be some defensive stats. And which is very handy to have. So. Alright, so we got level 2 on that one. If we come down to the planetary shield, we've already got level 1 activated. Ooh, let's go ahead and bring in the rest of those Jawas. I think that guy's name was Hoth. And either I used my kit or he's not ranked high enough, unfortunately. Let's see what we got here. 4, 5, 3, 4. So, well, looks pretty even there. So we'll go ahead and fill up as much as we can on that one, and then do what we can on the middle one. All right. So now the only thing that's left is to finish off these battles. Let's go, since we want to focus on the power generator first, we'll go ahead and take care of this one. And we did use Jedi Knight Anakin, that one squad, so we'll go ahead and replace him with R2 there. Should be fine. Alright. Let's get that protection up on everybody. Yeah, these first few waves shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, it's those later waves that are definitely going to be a bit of a challenge, potentially. Being phase 3 of 6, it does get a bit tougher. Alright, let's go ahead and throw that smoke screen up for good measure. And start picking these guys off. Now, we don't have Anakin, which is usually a pretty heavy damage dealer. But we do have Ahsoka, and she's just about as good. Plus, she can clear those buffs and those taunts. So if I have to choose between the two, I'd probably go with Ahsoka, just because she does have the buff cleanses attached to her basic ability. So when she gets that courage up, she can do a solid amount of damage, which helps to make up for the loss of Anakin. But yeah, it's not a bad sacrifice there. All right, let's bring in the majority of the squad. Down goes the TIE pilot, and let's go ahead and take care of one of those probe droids. See if we can finish this one off. Boom. Up comes a taunt. Too little, too late. Alright, wave 4 of 6. Almost missed that commander there. Go ahead and bring up the flames of conflagration. Flames of perdition. Well, go and throw some confusion up on the commander and see if we can pick off the other commander. And up comes that town again. Anime finishes him off. And the rest of this should be a short fight for this wave. And on to wave 5. Yeah, some of these fights do take a bit of time. They just gotta keep chipping away at it. Let's go and see if we get a stun up on one of those stormtroopers. Or just take him right out. Alright, let's almost took care of that one. Boom, down he goes. And General Kenobi at 50, what was that, 57 stacks of courage. Yeah, so yeah, he should be able to handle that elite there probably. So let's go ahead and call in Ahsoka and R2. Up goes the protection. In comes the general. Bam! Down goes that elite. We still have 20 stacks of courage. That's always a pretty sight to see. Gonna remove that taunt. And let's see if we can get some damage going on that final commander. In comes Padme for the big ol' whammy. SC3PO's got 85 stacks of courage. And it's absolutely useless. Wouldn't it be great if you could do something with that? Alright, bring up that retribution and take that trooper down for the count. One last ops. And it's a done Tom Turkey. Alright. So we got 2 more battles here. And then we'll be able to deploy the rest of our forces on that power generator. And let's see what we want to... Well, you know, let's just bring in St. Han there for the lead. And... yeah, let's see how far these guys can take it here in the phase 3 of 6. Alright, get that stealth up on the princess. Double whammy for the takedown. See if we can take out some of these probe droids here before they initiate their self-destruct. Alright, let's get rid of those debuffs and finish off that droid. Yeah, those droids are able to get rid of that stealth, so between them and the snowtrooper ops, it can be quite the hassle. Yeah, stealth's not going to do much good on this round. Down goes the first ops. And let's see if we can finish off the second one here. So close. And just a couple more probe droids. And one final snowtrooper. Boom. Down he goes. Just about halfway through here. And it's about to get a little bit rougher. Yeah, so then yeah, we're gonna see if we can just kind of breeze right through these fights here. They take a bit of time, and for the most part, they're not a whole lot to write home about. For the most part, they're pretty standard. Get your commanders that can restore health and protection. Got your droids and your ops that can clear buffs, including stealth. You just really need some really solid squads to be able to burn right through them. And with those snowtrooper commanders, once you get rid of their protection, boom, up comes the taunt on a random squad member. Up comes a stealth, even though probably gonna drop here pretty quick. Just like that. Alright, this guy's already hurting, so let's see if we can finish him off here. Yeah, this fight is definitely getting a bit tougher. Down goes, ooh. Princess went down there. Sometimes these battles can kind of lull you into a bit of a stupor. Just because they take so long. So, yeah, we might be able to make it through this one, but Wave 5 is probably going to finish us off here. Starting to get those stuns on us, which is definitely slowing things down. Ooh, down goes the Admiral. And let's see if we can pick off this snowtrooper here. He's a stubborn one. Down he goes. Alright. Now let's see if we can take out this snowtrooper ops here. We can do that without losing anybody else. And we should stand a good chance of clearing this one. Let's go and throw it on auto for the moment. And yeah, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and leave it on auto because we're not gonna make it through this wave 5. Yeah, once you get used to this, you'll figure out how far your squads are able to make it, and where that point is where you can just throw down auto and just let it play itself out. You know what? We're gonna bring in the 501st here and have a little fun with them. Let's go after the Stormtrooper Commander first. At least keep him from getting those heals going. And we want to get Rex as many turns as possible. Everybody's looking pretty good on health. But yeah, let's go ahead and get those extra bonuses going. Bring up everybody's defense up. Let's go ahead and save the aerial advantage for the next round, actually. take care of that snow trooper commander. Or not. And yeah, let's go and finish him off here. That tenacity up. And let's go ahead and work on that probe droid there. First is a pretty effective squad. Definitely somebody you want in your roster. Save that EMP grenade. When the taunt comes up right there, in comes Rex for that aerial advantage. Still not enough to take him down. Alright, let's go ahead and get that EMP grenade out. Ooh, dodgy little commander there. Bobs is not going to be able to do his thing because these guys just are not doing enough damage output. Now, that could possibly change with wave 5 or 6. But for now, at least, our 501st is going strong. And let's bring in that aerial advantage. Boom. Now we're talking. We're definitely going to need that in these final stages here. Up comes the taunt and down it goes. Alright, so we do want somebody to be a little bit low on health there. But we do not want it to be 5s. Alright, let's see if we can take out that ops. Boom, down it goes. Alright, let's go ahead and leave Echo with that lower health pool. And see if he can activate 5's ability there. Almost got another aerial advantage ready to go. Now it's time for the final encounter. Alright, Rex, let's see what you got. Wow. Yep. This 6 out of 6 wave is definitely going to be a bit tougher. It looks like we should be able to get through it just fine. If we just take out this commander. Oop, Echo is almost down. Let's see if we can get that 5 special ability to proc. And let's see if we can take out that TIE fighter. Down he goes. And in comes the Rex to finish him off. Alright. 6 out of 6 on that one. Alright, so as you can see, we've Completed all of the supply missions. Took care of the special mission, got that Rolo shard, and finished all of the combat missions. So now we're going to want to deploy the rest of our forces on that power generator, and hopefully the rest of the guild can get up to that 2nd star before the end of the phase. And there you go, recruit. That is your basic tutorial and breakdown on the territory war. If you use those tactics throughout every phase, that should serve you well and hopefully help your guild get as many stars as possible. Good luck to you and your guild's Hoth event, and may the force be with you. I'll see you in the cantina, recruit. This is Rebel Squadron out.
Combat Recon deactivated.